You know, I keep featuring these Death Guard nasty models. And just once, I'd like to show off just a gorgeous piece of work, but I cannot get over how gross you guys can make these things look. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to skip over here to bitsofwar.com because I want to show off some of the sickest new Primaris upgrades that I've seen. Kromlech.eu has put out some of the Sons of Thor Prime upgrades, and these guys look incredible. Let's look at a few of the things here. Let's look at the bodies. Now, these are all resin, but they come pre-assembled. I have a few of these for the Dark Angels and everything, but these look incredible. Like I said, they come pre-built. You just snap off a few points at the bottom. That's awesome. I mean, some of these have kind of an older look and feel to them. The rivets here on the chest. That looks like Ulrich the Slayer. A little bit of the Grieve pattern there. Really awesome. Awesome. Let's take a peek at the weapons. Now, I love these. I think this curved one looks a little bit weird, but when you actually see it on the guy, it looks pretty sick. These axes look great, though. Really good. Again, comes with pre-molded, comes with arms and weapons. I'm definitely going to get me some of these. That is for sure. And then, look at this. This guy, he's got a mug. A little horn. Cool tails. He's wading into battle with a bolter. It's even got the Space Wolves logo. That's cool. Okay, that's cool. They also have a few heads, kind of your regulars. Pretty cool. The Wolverine looking head, sweet top knot, man. Okay, I guess I'm buying some new bits, huh? And these look pretty sweet too, because it looks like that cool new chaplain. These are the veteran heads. Very similar to the other ones, I think just more beefy. So yeah, if you like Space Wolves, you can go to bitsofwar.com and look at their Sons of Thor Prime, because this will definitely match the Primaris body type. For the first generation Marines, they have the Sons of Thor line. It's not Sons of Thor Prime. Next, I'm going to hop over here to Grid Wars. This is a campaign that I decided to back. They have 1 week left. This is from Titan Forge Miniatures, or Titan Forge Games, I guess. And this is a fully printable game, full game, that they have all the miniatures and all the models and everything. These guys are known for having some incredible models. Essentially, you watch the video here and it kind of explains what Grid Wars is. But essentially, you're two opposing gangs trying to defeat the other. There's objectives like hack into things, gain access to a location, just all out destroy each other. And there are different gangs here that I think this is actually also their cyberpunk type campaign. They have a Patreon one specifically dedicated to this kind of stuff, but this just puts everything together into one game. Look at that giant cyber samurai. Looks pretty sick. Combat support little. I think this guy here and this robot were like the two things that made me back it. And I love these guys. These guys are awesome. I also supported their Bloodfields Kickstarter. Bloodfields was the first campaign that I saw they had. And I'd been a Patreon supporter for a few months when this thing first came out. And so I had a few of these already, but just seeing some of their models, I had to have it. Like even their terrain bits and stuff, the little flags, the little crystals. That's awesome. Now they've actually had quite a few upgrades since I even looked. I need to go to my mini factory and get them. But look, I mean, this dude's holding a swordfish. That's a cool looking dragon. I like that. So I haven't even really seen these. So pardon me as I peruse. Ooh, nasty. Mean looking orc dudes. Werewolves. Okay, so the cool thing about this is we were given a choice as we were going through here about what the final warband we wanted was, and we chose werewolves. I haven't seen them, but I'm sure it's by Manufactory. Some cool halberdiers, nasty raptors. Now this just goes over the ability to purchase if you want just one empire, basically warband. You can buy the warbands individually. I haven't seen this one. Okay, that's a giant hammerhead and a great white shark wearing dude. These ogres are gnarly. Sweet. If you want to support these fine creators, you can go to patreon.com and look up Titan Forge miniatures. Now, every month they have a whole new line of miniatures, and it's $10. $10 a month, and you get all of these minis, and you can download them and print them whenever you want. This month's theme is a Egyptian-looking type Tomb Kings-ish feel. Look at this Sphinx. That's crazy. Massive ship being carried by skeleton bros. Yeah, I love Titan Forge miniatures. They are some of the best sculpts. I think the only one that actually honestly compares that I've seen is Loot Studios, but I mean, they're very different style, very different feel to them. These are the first people I've seen that have pre-supported models, and if you watch one of my other videos, this is what got me back into 3D printing, is the Titan Forge miniatures pre-supports. So easy, so fast. Honestly, you just take the miniature and run it under hot water, and you get a little twist. And the supports are so finely created that with just a little bit of hot water to kind of loosen the joints, they pop right off. And since it's the creators that are pre-supporting them, they know exactly where to put the support. So things like feathers or other textures are where the supports are. So you get a crisp, clean detail every single time. So if you want to learn more about that, you can watch my other video. I'll link it over here somewhere. And yeah, just give them a little look. The Cursed Sands. Anyway, back to the video. Let's hop on into my projects. Surprise, surprise, I am still working on this Custodes commission. The beautiful thing is I am getting there. We are getting close, and there are a few little tweaks that need to be changed, like Trajan Valoris is not going to have a Peacocculus type feather situation going on over there. We're working on changing that. I sent some help in the channel, and people have given me a few ideas, so thank you very much for that. Works in progress. Battle Standard painting, showing off the lightning power sword here. I like it a lot. I like the central highlight. Looks really good. I think it works well with the lightning on your power armor. Pretty sweet. Here, there is a custom Demon Prince Wolf Lord. At first, I was like, who is this? And then I saw that sweet flying, I think it's a Hive Tyrant in the back. And I was like, oh, I know who this is. Looks good. I think it's going to be a pretty cool model once it's all painted up and everything. I think these wings are awesome. Now, are these 3D printed or are these resin from something else? Very curious. This definitely looks 3D printed. And I want to know where you got this from because I think it looks incredible. This will go well with the Blood Bowl team that I've made. I've been looking for werewolves, and I think I just found one. Happy Heretic, working on some Poxwalkers. These guys are so gross. I think the oil works really well here, because especially like in this area here with this tentacle, you can actually see the different gradients of kind of a more of a pinkish hue into a kind of a light pink skin mixing with the brown. I think it melds really well, and I think that's definitely the oil is coming through. Now, Happy Heretic decided to treat yourself because he has lost a little bit of weight. So congratulations on that. I know that can be difficult at times, especially with a very busy lifestyle. You know, I was in the Marines. I was paid to exercise every single day. And believe it or not, when you're no longer being paid daily to go work out, you kind of put on some weight. So I am on a similar path to losing weight, but congratulations. You have the is it Lord of Virulence and the Mephitic Blight Hauler you're working on. So I can't wait to see this guy all painted up. Branded Autumn. Now, I first saw Branded Autumn's work on the Mezgeik Discord channel, and I convinced him to come on over, and I think this is just incredible work. Look at this NMM here. This is for, I think he said, local competition. Gorgeous work. I love the orange. I'm wondering if there's going to be some like fire or something over here, or what the light source is. Now, if you guys can hear that dog barking, I'm sorry. That dog is a constant nuisance. But whatever. Next, Cryptics in Studios, working on some Prometheum relay pipes for, I think, a local game event you're having coming up. And then these guys were going to this guy's going to the stripper because you're doing a 30K Ultramarines army. So I think it's a really cool looking model. And then you said that your friend had primed all these for you. See some pretty sweet Terminators down there. Awesome, man. That's a good haul. I like that. BB Miniatures getting more work done on this ogre thing, this ogrin, or I think that's what it is. I do like the giant belt ring. I'm not really sure, like what the purpose of that is. I they clamping something on and walking and hauling it, but whatever it is, it looks pretty cool. But no, in all seriousness, I love the skin tones. I think, you've done a really good job. Definitely the light source is coming down from here, hitting the top of the grape here, and then the nose. I think it's so cool how the straps like frame in the finished or the more completed work, and then this is just like prime. Good work. I definitely like your work, man. Thank you for posting this. And again, BB Miniatures showing off some more work. These are some of the craziest colors I've seen. Just this bright purple fading into like the blue with the hot green, and the red and the blue and the green. It's just awesome. Insane neon. Really cool. Iro Escadron showing off their lightning effect on the power sword. I love this model. This is one of my favorite models, the Captain and Gravis armor. I have, I think, 5 or 6 of these just standing by. Because like this is probably one of my favorite releases in the Gravis line. I say that because I don't have any of the heavy intercessors yet, but I will. You've seen a few pictures of some other power weapons. I definitely want to try that out. I think this looks really good, man. Good work. Sasha showing off this. I don't know how to explain this knight. It's like a weird convergence of styles. This looks very like steampunkish here, and then you have like traditional knight over here smashing a mimic chest. I like that. Intentionally muted, which is honestly not something that you do a lot. I think that you're definitely one of the more realistic painters that I've seen. And so this is kind of cool. It's like intentionally cartoony. And I like that. This might just be a sketch. I'm sure that if you wanted to go in there and take this to 11, you definitely could. But I like that this little difference in style. And here we go. So this is what I'm talking about. The more realistic Sergeant Goaty McGoatface here. You're hitting all of the lines. You're hitting all of the creases. You even have like the ear hair. Your horn looks incredible. And I like how you used green stuff to blend the parts where the horn hit the head. And then you took it from just making it so it looks seamless to actually a part of the model. So really ingenious, man. Brush and bolt gun working on the first bust ever. I noticed just now that you have the the infamous new GW handle. How do you like that? A lot of people have had very mixed reviews, and I'm curious on how you like that. Anyway, I think it's a sick orc model. I think it's going to be a really cool exercise to see how you work on this bust. So definitely send your progress and finished work, because I think this is going to be cool. Hellhound Miniatures showing off your work on this Primaris, whatever. I think so. Well, if not, well, it's Chaplain anyway. Really great job capturing the light. I think it's a Pretty cool zenithal highlight you've done there. Not overpowering, but definitely noticeable. Can't wait to see them done. Pixel Mini Forge showing off these sweet, sweet bowls. These, I think, are also Titan Forge. Their monthly release of the Dwarves, Cash and Vra, or whatever it is. But these are some really cool, sketched-in version of, I think you're going for NMM here. You know, you look at it quickly, it looks like this bright, shiny blue steel. And then you come over here and it's, you know, you just have some cool transitions. And I think it looks, the scratchiness of it really adds to the reality and the texture of metal. When transitions are too perfect, you know, it's like, it's like a highly polished, sheened metal. But I mean, this battle bowl is probably not going to have the most buffed of metal here. So that adds to the effect. Great work, man. Space Toy showing off this troll. Now, I've seen this troll before. I think was it James Wapple? I can't remember who it was, actually. As in one of my interviews, and this is one of the pictures that they wanted to use. But it's cool seeing this troll here. Very different skin tone color than have seen it before. I like the different light source. You know, going from this hot cream to a very, very dark blackish purple. That's a lot of contrast, and I think you do it well. Now on this next picture, you really see the blend. You see how the transition really, really, really gets sold. So here, I think it might just be hard to see because of the angle, but it really gets sold in the transition. That's just incredible work, man. Next, we have Shelby Studios working on a HQ. It's so crisp. So, I mean, I can see the dude's fingerprints, okay? And this is the gun, and this is the insane work. Min Band Market showing off the face of a helmet he's working on. I have never seen this before. I'm not sure if this is like a Star Wars character's helmet, or if it's just kind of a custom deal, but I think that looks sick, like the massive teeth and the eyes. I want to see this done. I want to see this finished product because that's going to be incredible. Let's hop into the completed projects here real quick. Okay, I don't even know where to begin with this one. Well, let's do something first. Okay, hold on a second. Well, I think you've earned this, buddy. Congratulations, you're now an artist. I mean, I'm sure you have been, but we have promoted you. Yay! This carapace of this fetid bloat drone, okay, that looks so gross, like a nasty decaying crab shell. The skin looks just like puckered flesh with nasty boils, and then the slime. It looks still sticky. It still looks gross and gooey. You know, I keep featuring these Death Guard nasty models, and just once, I'd like to show off just a gorgeous piece of work, but I cannot get over how gross you guys can make these things look. I mean, it is a skill, but it's nasty, man. Here we go to the next models. I mean, look, even this guy here, his face, looking at what used to be his arm, he is not happy with what he sees. I picture him trying to open a door, and all of a sudden it goes like, and just blasts through. And his face is like, okay, that's gross. But joking aside, the guts still look wet, which is nasty. The base, I love that rock base. And you got this bro here with a melted face, tentacles all over the place. And he's got a buddy hanging out with him, you know. Ugh, I could not imagine just the smell. Like, I think that's the thing about Death Guard that really sells the effect, is that you almost kind of get that, like, this is just rotten. And you, New Texican, have sold me entirely on just how disgusting these things can be. And like this, that is just a nasty apron. Apparently his time in the kitchen didn't go as well as he had hoped. But look at the effect on this bell. You have different splotches, you have different textures. Let's throw up there a little bit. A little verdigris on the balls of death. Awesome plasma. And the bone looks like real jutting, protruding bone. I like how this dude was walking down and all of a sudden this giant, massive, bony crest started popping out. He's like, you know what would go well in that massive crest here? A copper bell. Just a sweet bell. Space Toy showing off a bust he worked on. I don't know who this is, but this is awesome work. You have very realistic looking leather straps. You have awesome NMM. You have even reflections of the beard here. Sweet fro. And just excellent work on the face. I think it's gorgeous. Great job, man. Happy Heretic finishing off Stank Boy number 4. Yeah, this very classic Happy Heretic style in that everything goes well together. You got nasty drips. You got very painful stuff. You got a little verdigris here. Definitely not overpowering, which is nice. Luke showing off a heavy bolter intercessor guy. This is one of my favorite bases I've seen. The classic like ledge off the edge of the base there. Really good work. I think the movement and the action is definitely sold on this. He's trudging up a hill and he's about to lay down some pretty heavy fire. Good job, man. Battle Standard Studios finishing off this Flying Hive Tyrant. You know, I gotta say, your carapace hash marks and scratches and stuff have gotten significantly more detailed and refined from some of your earlier pictures, and I think it looks really, really nice. You have these places in the center parts of the carapace that are a little more highlighted, showing they're more scratched or more worn. And that is such a cool contrast between the bright, hot colored wings and the very cool colored carapace. This poor dude. Is that a Crimson Fist? I'm assuming because of the different tone of the blue. Not quite Ultramarines blue. It might be just a grimdark, very decapitated and whole body removed. But that's an awesome paint job. Great job. Pixel Mini Forge showing off the finished product here. I think that this is one of the most convincing muzzle flash effects I've seen. The coloration is perfect, beautiful. Now it's hard because I have like 15 or 20 of these muzzle flash things to put on, and I did a couple. Unless it's a diorama or kind of a display piece, for me it was hard to justify putting something like this on because number one, it always kept snapping off, and two, it's like it's hard to, in my mind anyway, maintain the story behind. I mean, it looks good, and I think you've done a great job, but definitely I've struggled with the thought of execution of putting these on, and probably should just stop second guessing myself and just go for it. I think you've done a great job. BB Miniatures finishing his personal Reaver Titan. Tons of freehand work, incredible freehand work. Gorgeous. That is a beautiful model. Reaver Titans are so cool. I love the glowing pink eyes. Very awesome, man. Maurice's Miniatures. This is, I think, Jane Czar or something like that. One of the new releases. I guess it's a few months ago or, half a year ago, whatever. It's so hard to tell. It's Corona time, so it was released some time ago. But this is an awesome flowing movement model. Done a great job catching the light source properly, and I like just the contrast between the hot reds and yellows, and then you have the cool blues, and the base is awesome. Such a cool model. That's it, ladies and gents. Sorry if it's super long. I don't even know. I haven't edited it yet. But thank you for watching. Thank you for submitting everything, and I hope to see you guys next week.